What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another Zombies discussion video. Very quickly, I am going to say, if you guys do enjoy Zombies discussion content, go ahead and drop a like and subscribe. It really helps the channel out. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into today's topic. So, Treyarch really is bringing the heat when it comes to Black Ops 7 launch and Season 1. So I do have some notes here. We're going to touch over a few points. So my first point, we're going to be talking about how they really made a statement with all these maps that they are dropping. So obviously, this is kind of a weird topic because, yes, Treyarch is dropping a bunch of maps, but a lot of them are survival maps. But at the same time, it is content, but it's just pieces of the main map. So, I mean, you tell me. You be the judge. Tell me if that counts as a new map or not. I personally don't think so, but it is different things to try out and play at the end of the day. But with Season 1 and the launch of the game, we are going to be getting Ashes of the Damned. We are going to be getting Farm. We are going to be getting Exit 115. We are going to be getting the Cosmodrome map. All those are going to be survival maps, and then we are also getting Astra Malorum. So, now, I'm not sure how to feel about this, but one question I do kind of have for Treyarch, is this going to be the norm? You know, are we really going to be getting this many maps every single season? Are we going to be getting survival maps for every single mainline map that we are getting? I'm not sure. And look, here's the thing, okay? I'm not opposed to these survival maps, but however, I do not want Treyarch to use this as an excuse and, you know, be able to pump these out as if they were mainline maps. I don't believe they are doing that. I really don't. I do believe they are just becoming side content and side maps that we are getting, sort of like a Liberty Falls or a town from BO2, and that's completely fine. You know, if that's what they want to do, that's completely okay. I don't have a problem with that. I really don't. The more the merrier, you know. But that does also beg the question, which is also my next point, is this quality over quantity? Now, part of me wants to say yes, and part of me wants to say no. I do believe that these survival maps really do not count as mainline maps. However, at the same time, I do not believe Treyarch is trying to sell us on that point. I do believe that we are going to be getting a similar DLC season to Black Ops 6, so we're going to get our main map, and then we're going to get 4 DLC maps along with the survival maps. And my personal opinion is I do believe that each one of these mainline maps will have small sections broken into survival maps. Part of me does not want that to happen because I do think that means each one of these maps is going to be this very large scale deal where, you know, the map is huge, which I don't mind that for 1 or 2 maps, but I don't want that for every map. I do like the smaller kind of confined maps that are more linear. You know what I mean? Maybe like a Terminus. Well, it's actually geographically pretty big because you did have the islands, but more like a Citadel. You know what I mean? We don't need all these big bloated maps 24/7. But you guys tell me. I believe that I don't believe we're sacrificing quality for quantity here. Treyarch obviously made Black Ops 7 alongside Black Ops 6. I've made my opinions known on that. I do not think this is a premium release. This was planned as a DLC at one point. However, I digress. But at the same time, I do not believe that they are going to be really holding anything back for this game like they said, because they're not up next. Apparently Call of Duty is switching into a whole new engine for Modern Warfare 4 the year after, so I don't believe we are really sacrificing much here. I do believe Treyarch is going to put everything out on the table. It's going to be a while before Treyarch makes another Call of Duty game again, so I really do believe that we are not sacrificing quality for quantity. I hope I'm right about that. I could easily be wrong about this. You guys know Activision as well as I do. So we'll see. But anyways, like I said, they did say that they are not holding back with that. But now I want to kind of give my thoughts on all this. Is this good? Is this bad? I do think that it is overall a good thing. Okay, I do believe that Treyarch is trying. Okay, they are clearly feeling the stress of Battlefield. They are clearly trying to make us happy. Now, I have complained about cursed mode and how it's not a classic mode. I still stand by that. But when you watch these dev talks with Treyarch, they are trying. Okay, they may not be fully appeasing to the OG fans, but they are trying. Okay, I genuinely do believe they are putting their best foot forward. They are trying their best, and you know, at the end of the day, they can only do so much because Activision holds so much weight nowadays. We're long beyond the days of you know, Jason Blundell getting to do whatever he wants. This mode. Now, I got some flack for saying this previously. This mode is a Warzone grinding camo grinding / Warzone mode. You know what I mean? And the reason I say Warzone is people would literally jump into zombies to level up their guns for Warzone. And that is so sad. I got some flack for saying that. Somebody really didn't like what I had to say. But, I mean, it's true, okay? I just... There's nothing wrong if that's how you play the game. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that, but it's clear that Treyarch has made these players the priority when these are not the ones that are passionate about the mode and that have been with the mode since Black Ops 1 or 2 or 3. You know what I mean? So it is just really sad to see that be the priority. Now, we haven't played Black Ops 7 Zombies. We haven't played the full game yet, so we can't say how the full game is actually going to turn out. So it could completely turn around. This game could be insane. This game could be the best zombies game in the franchise, right? We don't know. Is that going to happen? Absolutely not. But we'll see. Stay tuned. But anyways, I really don't have much more for you guys. I just kind of wanted to come on here and say that Treyarch really is bringing the heat with this game, okay? So let me guys know what you think about this. I've let you guys know how I feel. I think that this is something to be cautiously optimistic about because I do think that they could spin the block, and this could be a quality sacrifice for the sake of pushing out a bunch of maps. But I digress. We'll see. We haven't played yet. We don't know. But anyways, guys, let me know what you think about this. I'm curious to see how you're feeling about all of these maps coming out. Clearly, Treyarch is bringing some heat, and let's talk about it. So, again, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, drop a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I will check you guys on the next one. Peace.